Good morning, guys. This morning I'd like to do a little video on the DJI drone that I got, the Mavic Air. I got the flame red, and let me show you. I keep it in this grocery shopping bag. I put everything in there. The landing pad is something that didn't come with it, but it's got a blue side and an orange side. This bag has all my manuals and my propeller guards, elevation legs to make it a little bit higher off the ground, and a charging port for the batteries to charge another device. Let's get down to the drone itself. I got flame red. Isn't that pretty? I covered up the identification number for obvious reasons. Front of the drone has the camera. Back of the drone has sensors and a light to unfold the propellers. The back legs you fold down and out, and the front legs you just fold out. Back leg down and out, front legs just out. To refold it, just do the same thing. If you try to unfold it the wrong way or put it away the wrong way, it'll bind. So back legs out, down and out, front legs just out. The gimbal has a nice guard on it. It's a 3-axis gimbal. Pretty cool. Let me cover this up until I'm ready to power it on a little bit. It just snaps in place. Pretty nifty. The instruction manuals. You got quick start guide, the one you'll use all the time. Fly More combo package, which is the one I got. Safety gear and guidelines, battery charging hub, propeller guards, battery to power bank adapter, and safety guidelines. You can get into that if you want to get one of these things. Okay, what else I got in here? A hood for the lens, just like you would have a hood on a regular camera lens. Extra propellers. This did not come with it. I paid like, I don't know, I think it was $25 for a set of 4, and they're supposed to be a little bit quieter than the normal guards. Micro SD card reader. These propellers did come with it. It's 2 extra sets of propellers in addition to the one that came with it. What else I got in here? Cables to connect your phone to your controller. It comes with a set of cables for an Android and an iPhone and another kind of phone. And I don't need to really know because I won't ever use it. Comes with an extra set of gimbals for your controller. That's all that's in that bag. Lens cleaning stuff. All kinds of stuff in there to keep your lens clean on your camera. And that came with it. A signal booster to use on your controller, so you'll have a little bit longer signal booster. I'll come back to that. Batteries. I had to buy the LiPo safe bag a little bit extra. It was like $10. This one stores three batteries. The 3 batteries that came with the drone all fit in there. Each one has a charge level indicator. Just a little bit lower. To use this charging hub to charge anything USB off of one of your Mavic batteries, just plug it into the terminals and plug in your cable, and you're good to go. You can charge anything that charges USB like that. I went ahead and bought a couple of extra micro USB cards. They were like, oh, I think they were like $20, $25 each. And the pack that I keep all my cables in, I had to buy the car charger extra, and it plugs into the bottom of the charging hub, and I'll show you how to do that right quick. The charging hub, you can charge 4 batteries at one time, though they won't charge all at one time because this charger, if you have 2, 3, 4 batteries on it, it'll take the one that's charged the most and charge it first, and second most charge, or charge it next, and then third and fourth, and so on. The car charging hub just plugs right into the bottom of this, just like the house charge plug would plug in. Okay. The house charging plug, one end for the wall, one end for the bottom of this, just plugs straight in just like that. Okay. We'll get to the controller in a second. This cable plugs straight into the back of this via USB port, and it comes in 2 pieces actually, the main cable and this little adapter to plug. This part just plugs straight into the back of the drone to download whatever's on the internal storage on the drone. And it also plugs into this little port right here to charge the drone, to charge the battery itself inside the controller. Just like that. And it will charge at the same time that you're charging your batteries that plug into there. This will charge up to 4 batteries. The one with the most charge, it'll charge first, and so forth down the line, and then charge your controller all at the same time. Okay, the controller. It has a convenient storage place for your, what are the things called again? Joysticks. They just screw right in the top. Antennas for the controller, just like that. Remember I was telling you about the range extender? They just slide straight onto the antennas. Oh, come on. Just stick a little bit through the top, and it gives you a better range down to where your drone's at. You know, they say not to fly your drone out of visual sight, and I never do because I don't want to lose sight of it. Because, you know, hey, it's $1,000. I don't want to lose it. So I'll probably use this but not to where I can't see the drone. I want to be able to see my baby all the time. When you have your phone attached to this for your to control your, know where it's at, it will show you battery life left in your drone battery. I think it shows you battery life left in your controller. Shows you downrange, how far away from the controller your drone is, how high it is, and a variety of other things. You can use this button right here to return home. You notice your battery's getting low. You got like 5 minutes left on your battery. Push the button and it'll stop what it's doing and go up to a specified altitude and return home and land on the pad there. Close this back up. Okay, what else? There's nothing in here. It's a well-built shoulder carrier. Very well padded. All your little things but the drone itself will fit in that, unless you want to take the chance on not using the protective drone pouch. The joysticks store right back in there, just like so. Close it back up and you're not going to lose your joysticks. I'm trying to make this into a little bit shorter of a video. I've told you about the charging cables, battery hub, the batteries, the controller, the USB thing for charging other devices, extra gimbal sticks, extra joysticks, sorry, cables for your controller to your phone, extra propellers, camera hood, charging, micro USB card reader. Let's see, the drone itself. I'm going to go ahead and take the gimbal cover off. I'm going to plug a battery in. Wait till it clicks. You'll see a little red spot right there, and that is on both sides. That'll tell you, if you don't see any red, that'll tell you it's locked in fully. To turn your drone on, push your battery once and then twice and hold it, and that turns your drone on. I myself have only put enough flight time on this to discharge each battery twice. So I've only put, see, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes is an hour, 2 hours of flight time so far. I got it in October, and you know, here in South Texas it gets pretty windy, so I have to go out on a day where there's no wind. Got to drive 5-6 miles to get to my location, and if that place is pretty boring, to tell you the truth. So I want to go to other places to fly it and get video footage for my channel. To turn the drone off, push the button once on the battery, push it again, and hold it, and that'll turn the drone off. Never disconnect your battery with the drone being on. Pull the 2 tabs back and it will release. What else? Okay, I think I'm going to cut this video a little bit short to fold your drone up again. Front legs, just push them in. Back legs, down and in, front leg in, back leg down and in. in this little case right here, it will only go in here one way, and like that. If you try to put it in like this, it's not going to close properly because there's indentations in here or a raised area for a custom fit, and that's how it custom fit. To access the micro USB card, pop open that little hatch with no battery in there. You know, I don't mind using something metal to push it in, but you know, it shows not to. So just give the thing a little push. I use tweezers because my fingers are too big to grab it. And that pops out the micro SD card. Inside this drone, it has 8 gigabytes of memory. So if you forget your micro SD card, you can still go out and fly and get a little bit of footage. 8 gigabytes is not a lot, but it's some. And as far as I know, it's the only drone out there with internal memory. But there's a cable over here, a USB connection that charges the controller. Just pop that part off, and this part pops straight into there to download the footage that is going to be on the internal storage itself. I still need to do that for the few hours that I had flight time, so I'm going to leave the SD card out, and when the video is done I'm going to download it and see what I've got. But to reinstall the micro SD card, it'll only, dog, be quiet. It'll only go in one way, so you can't do it wrong. Gently take your fingernail or something to push it in until it snaps, and it's in there. Okay. Let's see. Let's put the propeller guards together, show you how they work. They'll only go together one way, and I do recommend flying it with the propeller guards on, especially when you first start, because I do. It was recommended to me, and that's what I'm going to do. Back legs out, front legs just straight forward. Back legs down and out, front legs straight forward. To put your propeller guards on, where is it? See how it's got a little cutout there for the legs on the drone itself? And these legs are, by the way, are antennas also for the drone. These are antennas right here. You fold the legs down. Without the leg extensions on, it's going to sit pretty much on the ground, because the back legs built in are only about 1/8 of an inch high. The front legs are maybe a 1/2 inch, not quite even a 1/2 inch. So to put the legs on, the propeller guards on, I'm sorry, line up this part of the leg into that little slot, and little round sections go right over the propeller motors, and lock it in. Same thing on this side, and lock it in. That's half of it. The other half does the same way. Leg in the front for this little notch right here, and this part slides right over the motor itself. Somehow the thing got locked. I need to unlock it first. There we go. Goes right up over the arm and lock it in. Right up over the arm and lock it in. using a propeller guard, if you happen to, say, run into a building or something, or a tree or a person, that propeller guard's hopefully going to not damage your drone or your propellers or the person you run into. You know, you're not going to damage a building with a drone that only weighs 3/4 of a pound, but still, it will protect your drone. Until you get pretty good at flying, I suggest you use them. I'm going to use them. I think it looks pretty cool with them on there too. But, no, that's just me. So, to take them off, reverse steps, unsnap it, both sides, and they'll practically fall right off. Take these apart. The legs themselves, you can use the legs, by the way, without the propeller guards. They'll only fit on one way, so you got to do it right. It'll snap in just like that. They are specific for each corner. This will slide right down into the antenna leg and snap on just like that. Yeah, this thing goes over here. And by using these leg extensions, it will help protect your drone from being too low on the ground and damaging and scratching your drone. Unless, of course, you scratch it, crash it, then it ain't going to help at all. I had it right. Like I said, these leg extensions will only go on one way, so you've got to finagle them to get them to go on just right. There we go. And that'll keep your drone off the ground a good 2 inches, a good solid 2 inches. Where's my measuring tape? That's handy. A good 2 inches off the ground by using these legs. And you know, they don't add it really any weight. Put the gimbal cover back on, line up the lens so it's straight, slide this straight forward, goes in and clicks into place. Always transport your drone with this in place. Never, before you put a battery on, take the gimbal cover off, because you know, if you power it on with that on there, it's going to put strain on the gimbal motor, and that's not good. So, put the drone away. Back legs down and in. Oh, wait, I did it wrong. Okay. Front legs. And then the back legs. And one thing you got to also do is fold your antenna legs down. Front legs. And then back legs. Front leg. And back legs. And that's how you do it. Okay, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to view the video. I'll put a link in this description below to Amazon where I bought my drone, and you can go check it out and see if you might want to get one. Whenever I bought mine, it was $1,000. plus all of these little things that I bought extra, like the lipo bag, the car charger, the extra propeller, the landing mat. Those were all extra, and extra SD cards naturally, but all those things were not included with either the Fly More combo or the regular drone price. And you do get quite a bit more in the Fly More combo than you do with just getting the regular drone, which only comes with one battery. If you continue use the battery up, charge it, use it up, charge it, use it up, charge it, it'll take its toll on the battery. But if you have 3 batteries, use one, use another, and while you're flying, you can be charging the other 2 batteries. And I also suggest you label your batteries 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6, however many batteries you want to get. All this stuff packs away, except for the drone itself, into this little carrying case. The chargers, car charger, which I had to buy separate. Cables. All this stuff packs away. Oh, and the controller itself goes in there too. The batteries, I'll go back into here. They say keep your batteries as close to room temperature as you can get them, baby them, and they'll take care of you. If you leave them in a hot car, there's a chance of them exploding, causing a fire. If they're too cold, you're going to kill your battery quicker. Let's see, that's about it. I want to take a minute to thank you for watching the video. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel and giving the video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, a like, and share it by all means. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description down below to Amazon, where you can get the same drone, or it also comes in 3 colors, a matte black and a white, but I wanted the red, so wish they'd had a blue, but oh well, no worries. Anyway, there's a link in the description down below, the video description. There's a link to Amazon.com where I got mine. You folks have a great day, and God bless.